So we have spoken about Greater Rift pushing with the Barbarian class this season. I've gone through both charge builds, both dominating leaderboard charge builds, which are the Immortal King 6-piece with Rakor's 4 pieces, which is basically just a pure charging build. Then I've also gone through another dominating build when it comes to Greater Rifts and pushing the leaderboards, and that is the full 6-piece Rakor's charge with the Hammer of the Ancients as the Fury Dump or the primary damage dealer. It's kind of an inconvenient one, that one, because you have to wait for your fire element with the convention of elements, and you also have to use your Furious Charge stacks, which once you actually cast your Hammer of the Ancients, it'll actually consume 5 stacks at a time. So you've got to keep charging, keep your stacks up. Even need to really master how to wall charge if you really want to push those higher end Greater Rifts. Wall charging is super important to get those stacks really maxed out. But it's not really an enjoyable playstyle, I feel. It definitely is powerful and it can push the leaderboards big time. And it's actually dominating right now together with the hybrid set, the hybrid charging build with Immortal Kings and Rakors. But the playstyles are a bit, like, eventually you're going to burn out from charging all the time like I have. So if you're looking for a break, and if you're doing bounties or if you're doing Nephilim Rifts, whether it's in a group or on your own, it doesn't matter. This Whirlwind Speed Demon is super awesome and super fast, ultra fast. Definitely faster and more convenient than the charge builds if you want to do Nephilim Rifts and bounties. There are some variations you can go with this as well. I'm going to definitely talk about the build in one of my next videos. That's definitely coming up. Right now, I'm just going to show you how dominant this can be when it comes to speed farming. So, without getting too much into the full-on details with the build, we're using the 6-piece Wrath of the Wastes, and we're using a couple other items here which we'll get into in my next video. But right now, I'm going to show y'all how this actually works first, and then we'll get into the nitty-gritty and the actual details that I'll break down. If I did it all in one video, it'll just be super long. So this is more of a sneak peek. I'm still working on some stuff. I'm just sampling some gems out, but this is a bit of a sneak peek for everyone, so you get the rough idea of what we're using for this Whirlwind build. It's super awesome, super fast, and you're not going to be disappointed when it comes to farming Nephilim Rifts really quickly and also doing bounties. It's absolutely amazing, and it's super easy to play. You don't have to really pay attention and focus like you do with the charging builds. You have to make sure your charges are up, that you're charging the right amount of enemies, that you're not running out of charges, like just crap like that. You don't have to worry about this. You pretty much just hold down one button and away you go. You can watch Netflix, you can watch movies, you can mess around on YouTube when you're at the screen, whatever you want to do. What the hell is that? That's my text message. So like I was saying, super awesome build. Let's go and check it out. I'm going to give you guys a bit of a demo. Uncle Creepy is going to give you a bit of a demo here, and then make sure that you tune back. Subscribe for those notifications as well, and we're going to go through the actual build itself in depth and in detail. Alright, let's check this out. This is Speed Farming 101 with your creepy uncle. Let's go on in. We're in! And getting those really awesome outdoor maps with a lot of density is definitely ideal, but you can you don't really run out of fury. It's very easy to maintain with some of the skills we have there with our war cry. And look at that, like just burning down elites. Obviously I'm using Nemesis braces there to pop an elite when we get to those pylons. Picking up your Death's Breath along the way. If you're quick enough, like, you won't run out of your Taeguk stacks. For those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, Taeguk is a gem that we're using. It's super awesome for a channeling build such as this, because Whirlwind does its class as a channeling skill. So you're kind of channeling Whirlwind. But we'll go into all of the details with my build. Just watch this, it's pretty quick. Let's hope for a better floor here. Sick! Alright, this is a good one. So this will provide a really good example of how quick this build actually is. You guys are going to just throw away your charge builds, and you're going to work with this one. I'm telling you, when it comes to Nephilim and your bounty farming and stuff. Basically awesome and ideal for anything other than Greater Rift pushing. So Greater Rift pushing doesn't drop any gold, which does affect this build a little bit. And it's the damage output from Whirlwind isn't quite up there with the charge build. So a lot of people don't want to really mess around with lower end Greater Rift levels. Like, usually people want to push as high as they can. So if that's the case, go with one of the charge builds. And it's also a good versatile way to just, you know, mix things up in game and keep you interested rather than burning out just charging all the time. So if you're charging in bounties, charging in Nephilim Rifts, then charging, trying to push Greater Rifts, your fingers, you're going to burn your fingers out for starters, like mine go numb as. And you're going to get sick of it. You're going to burn out pretty quickly, especially like considering this is like a really grindy farming kind of game, Diablo 3, believe it or not. You got to like really spend a lot of time trying to, you know, grind your gear, farm items, you know, materials, etc., etc. And look at that, Rift Guardian's popped already. Everything's just melting away with our Whirlwind. And the beautiful part about this is there's a few variations and a few different combinations you can go with, which we're going to cover off. I'm just going to kill the remainder of the enemies here. The monsters could get some more elite packs. So Death's Breath is always good to pick up. But with Taeguk, you want to be very quick with the clicking, because when we're in Whirlwind, we're keeping up those 10 stacks you see at the bottom there. And if we're out of Whirlwind, it does wear off or run out quite quickly. But if you're quick enough, you can quickly click and get back into Whirlwind. Keep channeling Whirlwind. So like, oh, see, I ran out of stacks. If you're really quick, you can do it. But right now, we've nearly cleared the floor. So I'm going to pick up all my stuff here and get the hell out of here. That is your Speed Farming Demon Barbarian. And I am your creepy uncle demon person. I don't know. But that's it. That's my little demonstration for the Whirlwind. It is almost perfected and almost ready for me to upload the build video in detail. It's just maybe just going to have one more close look at things, touch a few things up. I've done everything that I need to do. I'm pretty overall like happy with it. So stay tuned to the channel. If it's your first time here and just came across me by accident, welcome. I love you all for just, you know, stopping by, regardless of whether it's by accident or whether you've been following me for years now. I've only been here for 2 or 3 years, but for those of you that have been following me for such a long time, I thank you very much, and things are about to get more exciting. Some of you have noticed that I actually did a sample live stream the other day. That was super fun, and I also mentioned during my live stream that the NBN, the National Broadband Network, is coming to my area, and it was actually available from yesterday. Of course, I made that phone call on the first day it was available, and my modem will be sent out to me next Monday, so it should arrive here via express post within a couple days. So as soon as that arrives, providing that there are no technical difficulties, I'm going to plug that bad boy in, and hopefully we're running those awesome National Broadband NBN speeds, and then that means that I'm going to be streaming live, baby, on YouTube, on Twitch, wherever, whatever I decide. Doing a bit of research, I'll make my decision, but fear not, I will let you all know exactly where I do my live streaming. Probably a combination of both. I'll definitely do some Twitch streaming eventually, but probably just start off with YouTube so people get used to me, you know, live streaming, and then I can sort of refer everybody to go over to Twitch, and I can come up with a schedule and let everyone know that way live. So what are you waiting for? If you haven't subscribed, subscribe now, because there's so much content coming at you real soon, including some live streaming, and I'm going to be talking about some movies coming up in the next couple of days as well. So horror movie reviews will be coming up as well. So show the love and come back and see your creepy uncle. Last Boys, best movie ever.